Love
Absolutely.
it. All right, so I've got another one from Trent. So Trent says, so I'm just reading, okay, where do I find email addresses? So we talked a lot about emailing people in the Cadence.
Yep.
And he says, I'm currently using hunter.io. What else can I or should I use to be able to find email? So, man, I'll go first with this one. So
yeah, it's your
hunter.io I find is really good. What that does is it uses a predictive tool. So, it'll look for...
Yep.
Your email address is, Dean@SalesITV. Mine is Mark@SalesITV. So if we had a Gary, it would say it's most likely that it's going to be Gary@SalesITV. So it's predictive. The tool that I use the most, though, would be a company called Lucia, Lusha, and that's a Chrome plugin. It works really nicely over the top of Linda. And what that does is it pulls down data from various lists on the internet and basically supplies you with what it thinks are, Dean's email address and mobile phone number and that sort of thing. So that's a pay-per-play. So it costs you about $50 a month, and I find that to be reasonably accurate. So 75% of the time it's accurate. And if you're not in a position to be able to use either of those tools, then there's the best hack. There's two other hacks. One is the inverted commas in Google. So, inverted commas, Dean@salesitv.com, parentheses, close that off, and then do a Google search, and then that'll search everywhere to try and find that exact match.
Yep.
So if you think that that's the way your email is set up, so it could be dean.mannix or dean.m or, d.manic, whatever. So you can try Googling those. That's a longer way to do it, but manually. And then the fourth one that I use quite a lot is I would then put, if I'm sending you an email, I put Dean at SalesITV, and then in the BCC, I might try the others. So I go, d.mannix, mannix.dean, dean. And the five of them in there, then send the email. You'll get a bunch of notifications back saying these email addresses weren't correct, and you'll be able to then determine which one was the correct one.
Yeah, 100%.
So both of those last ones are a bit more manual hacks.
Yeah,
but that's
$50 a month. My strong recommendation would be that anybody who's actively having to prospect for new business should be using a service like I'm Australian, mate, so it's Lusha to me. And because I've certainly had a lot of success and found that very effective when I was building those lists and doing that sort of work.
Yeah, and I use Lucia because it's easy and it's accurate. So
yeah.
Okay, so hopefully that's answered that for Trent.